So everybody, today we're learning about food webs and how energy flows in a food web. And some of the things to think about is anytime you see a food web, the whole purpose of it is to show the flow of energy in the direction of the arrow. And it also shows the interactions between living organisms within this particular ecosystem. So all producers get their energy from the sun. So the energy of the sun will flow into all plants and trees, those organisms that make their own food using the sun's energy. Now, what happens then is you are going to have consumers of those producers, and we call those first level producers. And if you look at these arrows are showing how the energy flows from the producers into the consumers. So when the mouse eats the green plants, the energy from the green plant goes into the mouse. When the rabbit eats the green plants, the energy from the green plants flows into the rabbit. When the goat eats the green plants, the energy flows into the goat. And you can do this with every organism. So for example, if you look at this rabbit, and we're just going to look at the rabbit. The rabbit has two arrows going from it. So the rabbit has an arrow going to the jackal, and it also has an arrow going to the wildcat. So we can see how organisms interact and how they compete for the same biotic resource. In this case, the biotic resource are the living things. And in this case, the biotic resource that they're competing for is the rabbit. So the wildcat and the jackal are competing with each other for the rabbit. You could imagine that when the jackal is gone, you're going to get an increase in rabbits, and you're going to get an increase in wildcats. And look what eats the wildcat, the lion. And so then you would get an increase in lions as well, because if there's more food to eat, there's going to be more population who's able to survive and sustain themselves. So the main idea to remember in all this is the arrow shows the direction in which the energy is flowing. So the energy from the mouse goes into the owl because the owl eats the mouse. And that is the main idea you need to remember about energy flow.